All right, this is the Friends Podcast. Thank you guys for listening in. As always, I love you guys. You are my friends. This is the Friends Podcast. Absolutely. So we're streaming everywhere. That means Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. And I'm here with a couple good guys that you heard in some of the previous episodes. So go ahead and introduce yourself. And my co-host.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Matt. I'm in the building once again for the Friends Podcast, man. Thank you guys for listening. We definitely appreciate you guys. And like Rod said, tune into us everywhere you can. We everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Follow us on Instagram, all that shit.
Yes,
Interact with
sir.
us, all that cool shit. We got a guest in here today, man. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
He been here many times. It ain't new. He ain't new.
You know what's good with your boy. You know, it's your boy Skeezy Black popping out again. You know, I ain't new to the podcast. You know, I'm like a resident at this point.
Yes, sir. Resident Black. Dark ass nigga.
Nigga, shut up.
No, we ain't doing that today.
All right, so how was your week going? Resident Black.
Man, I've been cooling. You know, just out here seeing what's up with some family. You know, family time, family vibes, and stuff like that.
Okay. You already know it's Memorial Weekend, so what's up with y'all?
Turning up, you know, cookouts, gunshots. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Little barbecue and bullets.
You know the vibes. That's hood.
A little
tales.
barbecue sauce and bullets.
You know, hood tales. You already know. You know.
I feel that. What's going on with you at this time around, right?
Me?
Yep.
You already know. I hate when people talk to me when it ain't with a certain amount of respect.
Okay. Speak on that.
I want to speak on a little bit. Like,
okay.
I hate when people don't talk to me as prophet. As prophet, right?
You spelled prophet wrong on the call that we're on.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, that just say pop it.
Oh,
I ain't even going at you.
Oh, okay. What's poppin', right, nigga?
What's
You already know what it is.
Shit.
You know what's going on. And
sliding out, popping shit.
I love all my fam. I love all y'all. I had a great week. I'm gonna keep it real honest. Like, I really love you guys. I thank everyone for tuning in. I want you guys to subscribe. And yeah, I mean, my week's been pretty regular. Pretty much probably like most of y'all. So 9 to 5, let's get it. How's your weekend been going, Matt?
Man, can't complain as always. Same old shit, kicking it. Got way too drunk the other day, so I was like, man, like I got so drunk that I had left out the homie's crib, and I was like, oh, let me go take this shit outside, and I just like slumped over in the fucking front seat till like 7 a.m.
Like Rick Ross, he was like, let me take the jacket off.
Hell yeah.
Yo, you stepped up. Yo, I seen that shit, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Like, I'm be right back.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Like, same type of timing.
That nigga DC Young Fly was like, did he get in a car? Oh, he's gone already.
He's done.
He already pulled off.
Yeah, he was up out of there. But, no complaints, man. Everything good with me. So let's go ahead and get into this podcast episode.
All right, for sure.
You want to intro that?
You want me to intro that?
Yeah.
Man, you got to intro it.
I got to do it? All right,
yeah.
So
you got to say God, though, first.
Okay, well, let's preface it that way, man. So we're gonna talk about the God MC. You know what I mean? The GOAT, one of the GOATs of this time, of all time, for real. That's what GOAT means. We want to talk about Kendrick Lamar a little bit. Of all time. Do y'all think Kendrick really the greatest of all time rapper? Let's start
7.5.
I wouldn't say the greatest. I would say he is one of the greatest, though.
Like, of all time.
Yeah, like he's up there with some greats. I just feel like it's too many really great artists as far as like since the beginning of rap to really give one person that title.
Yeah. I feel that. I kind of feel the same way because I want to say, but like recency bias, where it's like, okay, I was born in the 90s, and so like all I know is Kendrick and Eminem and all, you know what I'm saying, all them niggas. I don't know shit about Rakim and Big Daddy Kane, all them, but I want to say he the GOAT, but I could be wrong. How do you feel about that, Rod? Do you feel like Kendrick Lamar is the greatest all-time rapper?
Let's let him expound. Keep going.
Who, me?
Me?
Yeah.
All right, so all right,
Skeezy.
I'm glad that you said that because I had so much more stuff to say. All right, so the reason, all right, so like Kendrick Lamar, if we're talking about in terms of influence, Kendrick Lamar is very like he's a GOAT as far as like he's very a very influential artist. However, if we're gonna talk about numbers, you if we're gonna give the GOAT card to somebody as far as selling records, we gotta give it to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're talking numbers, you know what I'm saying? If we're talking about just like, you know, cultural influence and vibes and shit like that, like lyrics and stuff like that, you know, Kendrick is blowing Drake out the water like 10-0. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But again, if we're talking about numbers, Drake is like the most selling, one of the most selling artists. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude then made bust like record after record after record after record. Like you gotta be a special nigga to be up there with like Michael Jackson, like type level selling records and shit like that, and like views and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta be like somebody to do some shit like that. So you know, like, but like I fuck with Kendrick, bro. Like I grew up on Kendrick too. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like what solidified him as one of the greats is when like Snoop Dogg and like all of the West Coast big dogs like passing the torch. I feel like that was like a
oh my god, he didn't need that.
He didn't. He really didn't.
That wasn't what solidified him. It was his own talent.
It was, but I just feel like it solidified him as like yes, this is the energy that comes with Kendrick, bro. I've never seen any other rappers like OG rappers hand anybody the torch.
Never.
Ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like his career is like unprecedented in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like after that, bro, I feel like a lot of people who didn't even really listen to Kendrick Lamar was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like that, I feel like that, like it was like one of the most important things of his career.
If he wasn't a fan already, for sure.
Yeah, like if he wasn't already a fan.
You're a person that looking from the outside in.
Yeah.
So me personally looking from someone who was from the inside and I was a fan from the beginning. I was there with the Kendrick Lamar EP. I was there with the Section 80. I was there with the Good Kid, Mad City. I was there. Like I'm gonna make this real known. Like I was there. I was there. Like I was in the field. Like I was listening. I heard everything.
He was in the field listening. Okay.
like I was there.
Okay, but okay.
That's my point. It's like, well, hold on, Matt.
Go ahead. No, I'm letting you go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I was there.
From the jump.
So when it was after that shit, it was what you got? You got To Pimp a Butterfly. You got your
classic.
Untitled. You got your Damn.
Classics. All of those are really classic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I was there from literally the get-go. So if the legends are saying have so much praise for this guy, that's already one thing, right?
Yeah.
That's before I say something. They already said what he is. So that's before I say it. What I'm saying is this nigga is a GOAT. Like I realized that from the get-go. I was there in Chicago when it was the Good Kid, Mad City before he even blew up. Me and Matt, we was both there. Lupe even said this nigga was one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
Like on the stage. Before he like fucking flip-flop.
Yeah, he started hating.
That's my point. It's just be
Lupe
like
Fiasco?
Lupe Fiasco.
You started hating on Kendrick?
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
He was hating on fucking Kendrick Lamar. I was there before he did that though. And that's my point. It's just like this guy has had an illustrious career.
Yeah, he has.
Every album has pushed the culture forward and it make people think. It hasn't been the same thing about money, jewelry, I'm about to catch a op. Like he's literally tried to do his best he can to push hip hop, what has been known for hip hop. Like hip hop in the beginning was always known to be a black thing where people used to try to uplift black people and try to tell them like what to do going forward. That's what hip hop used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be a very positive element, and people used to like listen to the music as something that they would do for love. And I don't know. That's the same thing I
You
get
lost
from
me,
like.
bro. You lost me. What is you
No
talking about,
cap.
nigga?
No cap.
What you talking about? He's drunk.
Because in my opinion, because you remember how music started. Music started with that. It was like a after school party. DJ funk mat like MC like funk.
What year you grew up?
For me, 99.
Okay,
But
that's what the
however,
audience to realize.
however, at the same time, being a musician, I've studied musical history as far as hip hop. I ain't gonna say musical history. I've studied hip hop music.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I was outside though.
Where music originated from back in the 90s, bro, it wasn't even like rapping or none of that. It was just like people was just scratching. Like DJing was way like more popular than actually being a rapper in the very beginning.
In
For
the
sure.
90s?
Yeah.
I think you're like fucking up your eras.
Yeah, it was probably like late 70s, early
In the
80s.
90s, that's when
Yeah.
Tupac, Biggie.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Public
That's
Enemy.
when.
Right. It was like
Don't
older.
tell me I'm right now.
No, you're
Like,
right. No, you're right about the
don't
year.
tell
But
me.
I'm.
Don't
But
tell
you
me
know
I'm
what I
right
mean.
now.
You know what I'm. You know
Like,
what I'm
you're
talking
wrong.
about. You know what I'm
in
talking
the
about.
90s, that's when like hip hop really started to grow its wings, and
As
that's when
far
the
as gangster
producers
rap,
start to get real big.
like gangster
That's
rap.
when the ditties start to come out. Bad Boy. That's when the Jay Dillas. That's when your what is
Tribe,
it?
Mob Deep,
Tribe, Mobb
Locks,
Deep,
like anybody.
Locks,
Snoop,
Wu Tang,
Dre.
Bow Wow.
What? Hold on. Why
Bow
we
Wow's in the
mentioning Bow Wow?
90s.
Bow Wow.
Maybe like 99.
That's still in the 90s, right?
Yeah, it is. But nah, you're right. It did come out in like the 70s. But I still feel like even in the 70s,
See,
like
that's why I mean. I'm like, you a kid.
the music.
So
I'm
that's why
young.
I'm like, I be
Bro,
like,
you only a couple years older than me. Don't do that. Don't
No,
do
I just
that.
feel like
You still a young kid around. Like, come on now, don't do
that's
that.
why I be like,
Don't do that. Don't try to.
I
Oh,
don't like
you're a
people.
kid.
I don't like people to talk about like topics of hip hop, and then they don't come with the right like facts,
I did come
and
with
then
the
try
fact.
to come at me and be like,
I
oh,
just said
I
the
ain't
wrong.
right,
I just said the
or
wrong date.
oh, Kendrick Lamar ain't that.
I just said the wrong date. 90, 73. My
It's
fault.
before you were born.
It was before you were born. What's your point? What's the point? Exactly. Sip your water. Anyways, when hip hop first came out, it was not even about. It wasn't even about rapping, bro. It was about being like a MC, like DJing and stuff like that, scratching them CDs and stuff. I feel like gangster rap. I feel like hip hop didn't really start taking that turn until, like you said, like around the 90s when all of these, like heavy hitters started really popping into the game. I do agree with you though, as far as like with the love message, like not so much love, but hip hop did really have like a more positive aspect on it. And
Who
I
was
feel
those
like
old rappers back in the day, back in the 70s and 80s, that you really felt like that you loved?
I didn't love any of them. I just, you feel me? I'm not gonna say I loved any of them.
I just want the audience to have like a perspective of like who you are.
Well, like I feel like
when they listen to your opinion,
yeah.
I want them to understand who you love and who you don't.
Well, I don't really love any artists. I'm gonna keep it a stock like that. I don't have a favorite artist, or I don't have like a top list of artists that I feel like is my favorite. I would say that I like some music from all different eras of hip hop. I just like some eras more than other. Like I was born in '99, so I grew up on Lil Wayne. That's to me that's my goat. You feel me?
All right. So like when you rank Lil Wayne's albums, let's start there. What's your favorite album from Lil Wayne? Since that's your goat.
I wouldn't say I have a favorite album. Like the Carters was all really
Man,
good,
you
but
always be
I like
capping.
no, listen, hold on. I like his mixtapes better than his albums, like the Sorry for the Waits and
I
stuff
agree.
like that.
I agree
Like
with you.
I like those better than the albums. That's why I was saying like I don't really have a favorite album, but the albums are good too. You know, like all of the classics are. I mean, all of the Carters are classics. It's just I feel like he had I don't know. I just felt like he had more heavy hitters in his mixtapes. Like you know, like it was just I don't know.
What
I
about
just
the
felt
nigga in the background that you got? What do you
who
think?
who my little brother.
Yeah.
He not in this. This is a 3-way conversation.
Back to Kendrick. Let's get back to Kendrick. We off topic.
He had like his cousin isn't my cousin though.
That's not my cousin. That's my brother. So
Like that's my cousin though. Like
I
it's like
go call him after this. You and at the end of this.
he asked like he had like his fam ain't my fam. Like it's just like all right.
What's wrong with this nigga,
Nigga,
man?
we
Well,
got the
I
same
don't
family.
like exactly. It's just be like
Nah,
let's
why
get
you
out
just
of
say it
this.
like that? Nah, Matt, then he said the nigga in the background. Like, who, my brother? like what? Like, you could have been like, what about my little cousin? He said the nigga in the background. Like, it's some unknown hoodlum and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Man, all right, let's get back to Kendrick, man. We get off topic right now. So Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers, man. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a really good album. I think Rod wanted to bring up the fact that Skeezy Black had a rating that he wasn't satisfied with the rating that
Oh,
Skeezy
my
Black.
goodness.
Yeah, he had told me about that, so I know he wanted to talk about that.
I know he wanted to talk about it because when I said it, he felt some type of way.
Yeah.
He was like, so who? What do you rate somebody else? I'm like, what? Come on, bro.
so like, is your
Go
rating
ahead,
still
tell
the
your
same?
rating. Go ahead.
I said, well,
I don't want to pit him like based on what I say. Like go ahead, what you think.
what I said is, I feel like the album, and mind you, when I gave him this rating, this not compared to other artists. I compare this album to one of his previous bodies of work.
Oh my God, I hate that. I hate niggas like this.
I said out of all of his work, out of all of the
Why don't you compare him to every rapper that's out right now?
Because that is not what we were talking about.
We're talking about hip hop. Like, what are you talking about?
You asked me about.
I asked you what you rate him,
and I said his album, the album that he just put out, I gave it a 7.5.
Oh my God!
Overall,
bro. That's why I said when you rate him, then you start rating him to himself. And I was like,
yeah, because honestly, there's not really any better artist that I can compare him to right now, as far as again lyrics and influence and stuff like that. Now, if we're talking about numbers, there's a whole slew of.
I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about the music.
Okay, the
that's
music,
what we're talking about here.
The numbers reflect how many people is listening to the music. That's what I'm saying.
No. We're talking about what we're saying. Like I get the numbers and I get what people think, but I don't give a fuck what people think.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people who actually listen to music and have like a genuine opinion.
Yeah. Again, I give it a 7.5.
Like, if you rating a 7.5, it's like I want you to rank it towards like musicians you listen to because you're a musician.
Yeah, but the musicians I listen to, Kendrick is blowing them out the water. There's no comparison. That's what I'm telling you.
So don't give him a 7.5. That's my point.
No, I'm gonna give him a 7.5 because of the work that he's previously made. Let me explain myself. I feel like you just like really going off of feelings. The reason why I said that is because his previous albums had a lot of heavy hitters on it. I feel like he didn't really drop any singles that really stood out. It was really good music and it was really high quality music. I just don't feel like it was like a Be Humble, or it wasn't like a heavy hitting single on that album. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, it's a very great album. It's very well crafted. But yeah, bro, I just don't feel like he had any really big, heavy hitting singles like the other albums and stuff.
All right. Let's start breaking down this album.
Yeah,
because I'm about done to listen to Skeezy because I don't agree. And like when I hear him talk about this album, it's like it pisses me off. Like, cause I know you're not a fan of Kendrick Lamar. That's why it's like.
Who said that? I love Kendrick.
Like that's why it pisses me off when you talk about him. Like
I love Kendrick, bro. I am a fan.
Like but you compare him compared to himself. You don't compare him to everybody else you listen to.
Who would you compare Kendrick to?
you gotta compare him to hip hop, right?
Yeah. It's his previous bodies of work, not
Exactly.
hip-hop.
So don't disrespect Kendrick Lamar by saying 7.5. Well, you know you got like way worse niggas who talk about bullshit.
Exactly. And they would get
And
a worse rating. That's what I'm saying.
oh my god! All right.
There's
Anyways,
no comparison.
okay. This podcast particularly is the based on Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. That's what this episode is about. So we're doing a step by step, out like track by track. This is the first time we're doing this, and
So okay, I fuck with that.
that's
cool.
really what this podcast is about. You can change your rating, nigga.
Nah, I ain't changing my rating.
The first track is United in Grief.
Yeah.
And what y'all thought about that one?
Just straight. I mean, to me, I only listened to the album one time, and when I listened to it, I liked it. I was glad that this was the intro. Like, it sounded good. In terms of subject matter, I do think that we are united in grief. I think the title stands true. Like, we do get united in those types of things. Yeah, I think he was talking his shit on here. It was definitely something heavy to listen to, and something that you can't catch everything the first time that you listen to it. Good intro though. Good intro to me.
All right, say more to that, Matt.
I said everything I need to say. What you need to say?
I feel like you didn't really like rate it at all. Like you said it's good.
It is good. Like, what else did it say? Like, do you want me to be like, okay, so verse 1, he was like, what is a bitch in a mini skirt? Man, like, I'm not finna read through the lyrics and shit like that. Like, but to me, like I said, it was a good intro. When it hit my ears the first time, it was pleasing me. You know what I mean? Pause if that's needed.
You thought that was a good intro, right?
No, I did.
When you think of like niggas in their intros, you thought this was a good one.
I do. And even if we want to compare it to previous Kendrick intros, let me see. I'm thinking Shireen. I like it more than Shireen. I like it more than, probably the only one I like more than this is the one from Section 80. I forgot what it's called though. Fuck Your Ethnicity. I fuck with that one. But yeah, I think, like I said, it's a good intro. It was a good way to start the album. It set the stage to me. I like the beat. Definitely like the beat.
Yeah, it's a good beat. I really.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What the fuck else you want me to say? How deep you want me to? Oh my god, this nigga's the greatest of all time. Like, what you want me to say? What you want me to say?
Nah. All right. Cool.
Say what you want to say.
Nah.
What not?
All right. Let's go to N95.
How you not gonna get? No. Yeah, N95 was hard, but how you gonna tell? You gotta give your okay. Say something about.
Nah, I mean, like, you ain't saying much at all, so I want to hear what you saying.
I did.
All right. So N95.
Okay, go ahead.
What you
go
think?
ahead,
What
you think, Skizzy?
Nah, how you feel about it? I want to hear.
You ain't saying shit yet. Say something.
Skizzy?
No, you.
Oh my god, this nigga, man. This podcast is over. I'm stopping this shit. This nigga acting a fool right now.
Yeah, my boy T-Dog.
No, for real.
N95?
N95.
Man. I feel like this particular track, I mean, he started off the track on a really good foot. Like, he started off just talking about culture. It's not about your bags. It's not about your money. It's not about who you are. If you didn't have all of that, what are you?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I could really like agree to that sentiment. So that's what I felt about it, like that track in particular, and the fact that it was like such a hype track, and that it was like it's really a single. He made a video and everything to it.
Mm-hmm.
That made it even more like, all right, this is what he's trying to get across. You think
he preaching? Is he trying to preach? Like,
I don't think it's preaching like To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
It's definitely not To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly was very much preaching, in my opinion. What do you think?
I mean, I can see how people would like listen to this and be like, okay, like you just trying to talk shit about people because whole first verse he was like, take off all that shit you got and then what you got, and
It's
then he
not
talking
J.
about
Cole though.
you don't think it's J. Cole
Talking about
levels
it's
of,
not KOD. Talking about
but
oh you should
that
stop doing drugs. You should stop doing blah blah blah. Like I'm shitting on Lil Pump. I'm sitting on Lil Xan.
was he wrong?
He definitely was right about their
Exactly.
career and what
So
he
it's
did
But
like
like
against them.
that's my point. It's like Kendrick didn't take that exact route.
no, he
He
didn't.
just
But
said, "All right, like take all that bullshit off, that jewelry, that money, the everything off. Is like, what are you
He
now?
said, "Ew, bitch, you
Like,
ugly as fuck."
it's like
that's
that's why he didn't say it. They said it different ways. Like he didn't say it the same way Kendrick said. Like J Cole said it. Like they said it different ways.
you think so? I feel like Kendrick more harsher with it
Yeah,
because
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Kendrick he did go a lot harder than J. Cole.
I feel like what J. Cole did, one, it rings true. He was really just trying to save
J
niggas'
Cole
lives
said names. Kendrick didn't
because he didn't have to. We know who he's talking about.
because he was talking about J Cole.
You think he was talking about J. Cole?
All right.
No. We got to break that down. What you mean?
He walked away.
Do you think he was talking about J. Cole on this? I feel like Cole has nothing to do with this track.
Nah, I don't think Kendrick had anybody in mind when he made that track. I think that is something that he made out of his own mind based off of the state of society. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really look at what being a rapper is like right now and stuff like that, is like to be like a mainstream rapper to me is somebody who's like, well, I ain't gonna say it like to me. When you look at all of the mainstream rappers, there's like a reoccurring pattern with them where it's like the chains, the car, the jewelry, the guns, and all of that. And so it's like I feel like what he is saying that like once you strip all of that away, like you know what I'm saying, when you really take away people's money, cars, all of their stuff, and you really get to the bare minimum of who they are as a person, people really do be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like they be fucked up individuals, and they don't like their morals are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they view life is fucked up. The way they treat people is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Just like they're just fucked up individuals in general. I feel like that's more so what he's shedding light on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like all of these people have these fake personas and these images that they build up for themselves. You know, but if you take all of that away, you know, like people really are fucked up for real. And like I just feel like he said it in such a abrasive and creative way that was just so much more different than the way J. Cole did it. Cause like
Right.
I feel like Kendrick is a lot more abrasive. You know what I mean? Like he's just so much more like in your face with the shit. He said, "Ew, bitch, you ugly as fuck." Like like
Yeah.
come on, bro. Like that's like to me that's bro. That's my favorite line in the whole song, bro. Like because when I listened to it for the first time, that shit caught me off guard. I did not expect him to come out of nowhere with that.
You just say that, yeah.
You
Now
feel me? Like, yeah.
I'm about to say I agree with you. I feel like he wasn't talking about nobody specifically. Yeah, J. Cole said names and he was talking about certain types of rappers, but I feel like the shit Kendrick was saying on this shit, he was talking about just people
In
in
general,
general
yeah.
that just be on this type of time that want to get a rapper chain, that want to get, you know what I'm saying, like the motherfucking Maybach with the, you know what I'm saying, like all that type of
Facts.
shit.
Facts.
That's how I feel he was coming with that one.
Because I feel like there's other artists that's in the game that share that same opinion. Like, you know, like Kid Cudi, I was watching this one interview that he did, and he was like, you know, like having cars and having bitches and chains and jewelry and shit. He's like, that shit is not cool anymore. That doesn't make you, you know what I'm saying, a good rapper. That doesn't make you anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's
Oh my
other
god,
artists.
man.
There's other artists that
Oh my
share
god,
that same
bro.
opinion. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just hate it so much.
What do you hate? What's the problem with what he's saying?
It's not what he's saying. It's just like I hate the comparisons.
It is the same mindset.
It's like when you talk Kendrick Lamar, you can't talk Biggie, you can't talk Tupac. Like it's certain niggas you gotta pit him in that caliber of. It's like
I say Kid Cudi. What's wrong with Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi's not the same caliber of like Tupac and Biggie though.
Yeah, but
It's like when you talk about certain niggas, you can't say like Kid Cudi and shit. Like it's just like
I'm talking about the interview that he did as far as the mindset, like where Kendrick was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like people having this fake image and building up these images for themselves. I'm not saying as far as like their music. I'm just saying the mindset. The mindset is not something that is only exclusive to only Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's other artists that's in the game that feels the same way. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole being one of them. Maybe he just worded it in a little different way and said different things, you know. But drug problems it's like that's a big issue in the rap community. You know what I'm saying? We lost Juice WRLD, we lost Mac Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's like drugs are really taking out a lot of these rappers. So, you know, everybody says basically the same thing, but in their own way, and I fuck with that.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. I really was fucking with N95. I think it was a good choice for a single.
It was a really good one.
Yeah. So let's move on to Worldwide Steppers. To me, I feel like this track he was kind of trying to. I feel like what he was doing on this track was kind of he was telling his own story, but then he was kind of
first time I fucked a white bitch.
Yeah, like he was talking about shit like that. But I feel like he was trying to relate to people. Like he was trying to let people know that he human too. Like he had these same struggles and issues and things that he go through in his head too, like that other people might go through. And I feel like that's what it was with this one. Especially because he had Kodak Black on the intro talking his shit. So I think that's kind of where he was going with Worldwide Steppers.
That was completely unexpected too. I never would have thought Kodak Black would be on a Kendrick track.
Yeah, like multiple though. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, like multiple. Like I didn't even think that was gonna be a combo that would work. Like that shit was actually fire.
Yeah.
Coming off guard.
What's your thoughts on Worldwide Steppers? Because it's him.
That's exactly my point. When I was like, oh, you didn't think it would work?
Huh?
No, that's my point. Be like, it wouldn't have worked with a lot of artists, but it worked with him.
I just the only reason it surprised me is because, you know, like Kendrick is I don't know, he doesn't seem like the type of artist that will work with somebody like Kodak.
Exactly, it's my point. It's like,
but also it's a positive for Kodak because, you know,
that's the thing. It's like this guy is like so dimensional. Like he can literally.
Oh my goodness! Take his dick out your mouth, bro, for 2 seconds.
No, I'm like,
bro, nah, bro, because you're sucking the shit out of Kendrick right now. Like he's a good artist, but like, bro,
no, Kendrick Lamar's
like, nigga, how does he taste?
He's better than Tupac.
Bruh,
he's better than Tupac.
If that's how you
like,
feel,
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
why you so aggressive, dude? Calm down, bro.
Oh my god,
like, chill out, dude. Like, damn,
this nigga tweaking, bro.
Like, yo, you better pop a blood vessel over Kendrick, bro.
He's better than Tupac.
Okay,
Biggie,
calm down,
every
bro.
single rapper that's ever came out, like
that's how
you put a 7.5 is fucking disrespectful. You would never put a 7.5 on Tupac.
No, but let's stop though. Can we?
That's
stop?
my point.
Can we stop? Because this is the same thing Kendrick was talking about. He said J. Cole made y'all feel this, but he is not your savior. Like this nigga Kendrick is not your savior. You could think he better than Tupac, but that don't mean he can't still be held to some sort of standard. Like we not about to get on.
I know.
Here
I got him the standard though. Like I
but
put
we not about to get on.
No, your standard is unrealistic. You got him like.
I listened to all the niggas' records. What are you talking about off a standard? I listened to it.
So did I.
I know who I have at the top though. I'm tired of nigga paying Tupac at the top just because he's a fucking like
nobody said
old nigga who died at fucking 23. I don't give a fuck.
You're the only one that brought up Tupac this whole podcast. Nobody else said anything about Tupac.
Because I have to pit them niggas like, because that's where he's aligned with.
So there can't be more than one legend. It only can be one legend.
If you say a top 5, there's not many niggas names that are in that category, right?
No, it's only 5.
There's not many names that's there. So when I say Kendrick Lamar's name, I'm only saying it with the top 5. I'm not talking about Kid Cudi. Get the fuck out of here.
Are you on his payroll? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on? It sounds like marketing. Some marketing for Kendrick, bro. Like, I'm saying, like, free marketing right here. It's disrespectful. Oh my gosh. It's not that serious, bro. They share the same mindset. Fucking what?
Right. I can't wait till this come out. Let's see how you wilding out like this.
Like, no cap, bro. The public gonna be like, bro, you tripping.
Like, yo, Prozac. Get this nigga some Prozac or something.
Like, bro, Kendrick is a very, very good artist, bro.
Like, when it comes to, like, this young generation, when it comes to, like, artist today who talks about something that's relevant, the same thing that Tupac spoke on, who everyone's there, it's when everyone talks about their GOAT, they talk about fucking Tupac and Biggie. I want you to have the same respect when you talk about Kendrick Lamar. That's my point. Like, I hate like these new niggas like who love the fucking Roddy Riches, they love NBA Youngboy, they love the futures, they love the Young Thugs, but when someone's talking about content, they don't have anything to say at all. And they rate them so low. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. These young niggas, like, it's so much melody that they don't have any content at all. Everyone talks about the same shit: money, drugs, and bitches. I'm tired of hearing about the same shit.
You an old head now. It's crazy.
No cap.
Especially with that shirt on. He got the old hair shirt on.
You want to know what's crazy? He's talking about the young generations not respecting Kendrick Lamar. You know how many old ass people will be saying that about him and his comments towards Tupac and Biggie? Everybody is entitled to their own opinion when it comes to music. Music is very, very objective, bro. So if you feel like Kendrick Lamar is your father, then hey, bro, that's on you, my guy.
Who's your father? NBA Youngboy, bitch?
No, well, I don't
who's
have
your father?
Artist.
Is it NBA Youngboy?
I don't have a favorite artist, bro. You feel me? I'm not a fanboy.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
These young niggas, bro, they know who they father are. It's fucking Future.
You're a groupie.
They're Future. The
you're
whole
being a groupie.
Oh my god, bro.
That's how you're acting, bro. You're being a groupie.
You wilding. I can't wait.
Tripping.
I can't wait. I'm about to record a video on this one. Oh my
god. For real, bro. You're about to go on TikTok because you're wilding out, bro. Like, yo, you tripping, dude. Kendrick Lamar is better than Tupac. Says the guy in the fucking golfing shirt.
That shit's obvious.
Says the guy in the golfing shirt.
Right.
Bro, don't get on here, bro. Don't start tripping, bro.
What are you doing? All right, I'm on the next tab.
Kendrick Lamar is better than Tupac. Let's get it. I'm sick and tired of niggas like this, bro.
You need to go ahead and organize a celebrity boxing match between them two niggas, bro, so you can see who duke it out, bro.
Man. You got a Candy Skull fucking headphones on.
Talking about who's better. You just mad because I gave him a 7.5. Get out your feels. It's all good.
So your rating is not changed. Will it change?
I feel like over time, once I listen to the album more, it is subject to change, you know. But right now, yeah, that's my current.
All right, I think we're not gonna get through this album. Like, that's why I feel like.
I mean, Worldwide Steppers. How you feel?
I fucked with Worldwide Steppers. Like, I really like that song. You feel me? I liked what he did with it. I fucked with the beat.
This nigga gonna go through every track and say how much he fucked with it.
Nah,
is it still rated at 7.5? That's niggas like this, bro. Like that's my point. It's like he gonna say he gonna fuck with every track, but when it comes down to like the final rating,
tracks that I don't really, like I ain't gonna say I don't like them, but they just didn't really stand out to me. Like
this nigga look like buckwheat. Like talking about how much it like
the Auntie Diaries. Like I feel like that was a cool song, but it just didn't really like hit like that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Who said Auntie Diaries?
It might be different. It might be different for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That might be something.
I didn't say Auntie Diaries.
Okay, but I'm saying that is the song. He asked me how you're. Listen.
No, I didn't say Auntie Diaries. You said Auntie Diaries.
Listen, because you fucking me up. What I'm saying to you is
you said Auntie
what
Diaries.
I'm saying. Okay,
we was going to order.
You example.
You went to the last track on the album. It was like, oh, Auntie Diaries. When you talk about the gay shit, you was like.
I ain't fuck with it. I ain't feel it. I wasn't feeling it. You feel me? Like
I ain't feel shit either. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't feel that track like that either.
Y'all didn't feel that message? Like y'all didn't feel nothing from that.
I wasn't feeling that.
I wasn't feeling that shit like that.
Nah.
What about I feel like another controversial one was the what was the name of it? The one where they was like "fuck you, nigga, fuck you, bitch" one.
Oh, that's fire! I fuck with that song.
Really, what I want to go to, like, let's go and skip past the fluff.
Okay, let's highlight. All right.
Let's go to the real.
Hello.
Thank you for listening to part 1 of our album review from yours truly, the Friends Podcast 4. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick Lamar, man. It was a great album. Hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, man. So part 2 is going to be dropping real soon, sooner than you think, so definitely tune into that. And as always, as we say, man, we're everywhere you can even listen to podcasts, man. YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, all that shit, man. So tune into part 2 when you get a chance. Yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share us around so we can get some new listeners just like yourselves. And we out.